Marcus is a successful architect, but he lives in a paradox. The busier he becomes, the emptier he feels, lost in a never-ending cycle of work. It is 9 p.m. in his luxury apartment, yet Marcus is not truly there. His mind is wandering through unfinished blueprints while his family dines. Look at his face under the dim yellow light. Exhaustion is written in the shadows around his eyes, a silent scream for a moment of peace. His world is a blur of flashing browser tabs and relentless email notifications, a digital storm that refuses to let his weary brain rest at night. The city moves in a high-speed time-lapse outside his window, mirroring the chaotic internal noise that keeps him from ever feeling truly present at home. He stares at his phone, the cold blue light reflecting on his face, tethering him to a workplace that he should have left hours ago today. In the bathroom mirror, he sees a stranger with pale skin. This is the face of gray fatigue, where the brain simply refuses to shut down. You are eating dinner with your children, but your mind is correcting drawing errors. You are lying in bed, but your brain is writing emails. Why can you not stop working, even when you are home? The boundary between your career and your life is completely dissolved into a gray mist. This is not just normal tiredness. It is a deep cognitive burnout that occurs when you fail to set a formal end to your working day. Marcus represents millions of us, high achievers who have forgotten how to turn off the machine, living in the debris of today while fearing tomorrow's tasks. Most people believe that a productive day starts at 6 a.m., but that is a fundamental misunderstanding of how the human brain actually functions best. Trying to fix your morning once you have already woken up is like trying to fix a burnt toast after it has already left the oven. If you start your day in a rush, searching for keys and scrolling through frantic to-do lists, you have already lost the battle for your focus. The chaos of your morning is often just the unaddressed clutter from the night before, following you like a shadow into a brand new workday. Tomorrow does not start when the sun rises. Tomorrow actually begins tonight, in the quiet moments before you finally decide to close your eyes for rest. If you do not pack away your mind in the evening, you will carry today's wreckage into your sleep, waking up with a heavy heart and soul. Observe the contrast. A calm mind starts with preparation, not desperation. It is time to learn the secret ritual of the world's most effective people. We are going to master the Shutdown Ritual, a 15-minute practice that will revolutionize the way you work and, more importantly, the way you live. This is the bridge between the stress of the office and the sanctuary of your home. It is the gear shift your brain desperately needs tonight. Let us begin the first stage of reclamation, clearing the physical space that surrounds you to signal to your brain that the workday is over. Minutes 1 to 5 are dedicated to physical order. Look at Marcus as he begins to organize his desk, placing every tool back in its home. A cluttered desk is a physical manifestation of a cluttered mind. By tidying your environment, you are tidying the corridors of your own complex thoughts. Watch the intentional movement of his hands as he stacks the papers and aligns the pens. These small actions are powerful anchors for the nervous system. The click of the monitor turning off is a decisive signal. It is the finality of a task completed, allowing the mental pressure to finally dissipate. Look at the empty, clean surface of the desk. It offers a sense of peace and a blank canvas for the person who will return tomorrow. We use these 5 minutes to tell the brain that the physical world of work is now closed, creating a sanctuary for the rest of the night. Imagine your mind as a still lake. Just as the water becomes clear when the mud settles, your clarity returns when your workspace is finally tidy. Do not underestimate these micro-actions. They are the physical cues that trigger your brain to transition from doing mode into being and resting mode. Cleanliness is clarity. When your environment is organized, you no longer have to spend precious mental energy processing the visual noise around your work area. As the soft evening light hits the organized desk, Marcus feels a shift. The weight on his shoulders begins to lift as the room finds balance. You have cleared the stage. Now, it is time to address the internal world, the digital tabs that are still running in the background of your mind. Phase 2 is about packing the mental tabs. Minutes 6 to 10 are for the brain dump, the most essential part of this entire evening ritual. Marcus sits down with a simple notebook, leaving all digital devices aside. He is ready to externalize the heavy load he has been carrying all day. Why do you feel anxious? Because your brain is terrified that you will forget something important, so it keeps the thought looping indefinitely in your head. These are called open loops. They drain your cognitive battery and prevent you from reaching the deep sleep your body and mind so desperately need. Look at the contrast. A brain tangled with 1,000 loose ends versus a page with clear, simple bullet points that define your current reality today. As Marcus writes down, finish site plan and call the contractor, those tasks are no longer swirling in his head. They're safe on the paper. By transferring information from your neurons to the physical page, you are giving your brain permission to stop processing that specific data for the night. This is how you force quit the heavy software of work in your head, freeing up RAM for relaxation, creativity, and connection with your loved ones. Notice the deep exhale as he closes the notebook. The mental files are stored, the doors are locked, and the office in his mind is closed. Use these 5 minutes to dump every worry, every half-formed idea, and every to-do item onto the paper until your mind feels light and empty. In this minimalist space, the notebook becomes a vault. Once the thoughts are inside, they cannot haunt you in the middle of the night anymore. Imagine your brain glowing softly as the tension drains away, replaced by the cool, refreshing silence of a mind that is finally permitted to rest. Marcus looks different now. The gray fatigue is fading, replaced by a half-smile of relief and the presence of a man who is truly home. The notebook rests on the clean desk, a physical reminder that tomorrow is already handled, allowing the present moment to be enjoyed without any guilt. We now move to the final stage, designing the skeleton of tomorrow so you can wake up with direction instead of a sense of morning dread. Minutes 11 to 15 are about intentional design. You are not just preparing for work, you are preparing for a successful and calm state of being. Marcus selects his clothes for the next day with slow, deliberate movements. He is removing the need to make trivial decisions in the early morning. He sets his bag by the door, ensuring that no time will be wasted searching for essentials when his mind should be focused on the sunrise. He returns to his notebook one last time to identify the big 3 tasks for tomorrow. These are the non-negotiables that will define his success. By circling these 3 priorities now, he eliminates decision fatigue tomorrow morning, allowing his brain to dive straight into deep, meaningful work when ready. Intentional preparation equals morning productivity. You are giving your future self the gift of a clear path and a mind that knows exactly what to do. As Marcus turns off the final lamp, the room is bathed in peace. The ritual is complete, and the boundary between work and life is restored. His heart rate slows, syncing with the calm rhythm of a home that is no longer an extension of the office, but a place for recovery. The room is still, the moonlight soft. There is no buzzing of phones or humming of computers, only the quiet promise of a deep, restorative sleep. He lies in bed and closes his eyes. For the first time in months, his mind is not racing, it is drifting into a peaceful, dark sea. He visualizes a clear road ahead, free of the fog of fatigue. He is the architect of his time, not a slave to his busy schedule. Everything he needs for tomorrow is laid out neatly, waiting for him. The preparation is done, and the rest is his to enjoy fully. The colors of the night are warm and comforting. The ritual has transformed his evening from a period of exhaustion into a foundation for excellence. Morning arrives, and Marcus wakes up naturally, before the alarm. He feels light, his mind sharp and ready to engage with the world again. He steps onto the balcony to greet the rising sun, breathing in the fresh air with a sense of calm power that he hasn't felt before. Watch him work now. His focus is laser sharp because his brain spent the night recovering, not worrying about the ghosts of yesterday's unfinished tasks. And watch him with his daughter. He is fully present, laughing and playing, because his mind is no longer tethered to a digital office desk. Remember this truth: tomorrow starts tonight. Your success in the morning is determined by the discipline you show in the 15 minutes before bed. Marcus looks at you now, a man transformed. He is no longer a victim of his own success, but a master of his mental energy. Are you ready to take the 90-day night reset challenge? It is the most important investment you will ever make in your health and career. The difference between burnout and peak performance is these 15 minutes. Pack your mind, close the loops, and finally, allow yourself to sleep well.